Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil riots are looming. Your targets are private banker Klaus Strandberg and Army General Reza Zidan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial for investment fraud. But early this morning, a band of heavily armed mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers. Strandberg now takes refuge at his native Swedish consulate, in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his handover to Moroccan authorities. We believe General Zidan orchestrated Strandberg's escape to infuriate the public and spark nationwide riots, allowing Zidan to impose martial law. Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby abandoned school, he will no doubt use the riots to depict the Rabat government as weak and inept, and persuade the general staff to support a fully fledged military coup in the name of national security. Our client, building contractor Hamilton Lowe, who stands to lose a fortune in government contracts, has hired us to prevent the coup d'etat. To do so, you need to paralyze Zidan's rebel forces and prevent the riots from escalating further, hence the double contract. This is quite the political powder keg, 47, so be careful. The fate of a nation is at stake. I will leave you to prepare.
This is a silent assassin suit-only run, and as such, I start with nothing beyond the default loadout.
Welcome to Marrakesh, 47. The situation grows more tense by the minute. The consulate is under lockdown, but the protests are only a stone throw away from full-blown riots, and Zidan won't hesitate to unleash his troops. So whatever you're planning, time is of the essence. Good luck, 47.
Welcome to Marrakesh. This is a very different place than Paris and Sapienza. We're going to start off with a silent assassin suit-only run. So we're not going to grab anything in particular. But the path we're taking to get inside the school that General Zidan is using as his HQ leads us right here.
How's your father?
Doing well, thanks for asking. He's upstairs right now working on this novel of his, some kind of political thriller, I think. You know, airport lit.
Oh, that's nice. So he doesn't miss the old school?
Well, he was headmaster for 30 years, and he still carries around the master key. You know, the one that fits all the locks? Doesn't seem to be able to part with the damn thing. But that's nostalgia for you.
Well, maybe now he'll be a famous writer instead.
The old headmaster of the school Zidan is using as his field HQ lives right above the carpet shop. According to his son, he kept the school's master key out of nostalgia. Supposedly, this opens any lock in the building.
Famous writer instead.
Right.
That key is obviously going to be quite useful, but I found that a lockpick usually works quite the same. Still, we're gonna go get it.
Okay. Let's say this right. Is it recording? Yeah. Yes, good. Well, let's see. The Omega Charter series, Book 1, title Diplomacy's Edge. When his best friend is killed by a Langley-approved drone strike in the mountains of Pakistan, CIA analyst Nick Sparta quits the agency in protest. 3 years later, Nick works as a freelance security advisor in Egypt. However, when a dying Interpol agent hands him a badly damaged USB key containing fragments of the mysterious Omega Charter, Nick Sparta is forced back into the deadly world of espionage. A sinister cabal of powerful individuals are orchestrating a coup d'etat that could potentially destabilize the entire region, and Nick is the only one with the knowledge and skills to thwart them. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, how do I use that ass Strandberg? Yes. Perhaps Omega are using the Strandberg character as a lightning. They they allow him to escape and take shelter at the embassy in Cairo, expecting riots to break out, that is perfect. I should probably make him Norwegian, Danish. No, wait. Finnish. That's suitably exotic. Cynical banker Jaakko Aroa. Yes, I like the sound of that. Well, so far so good. So where does all this lead?
Good story. I was gonna distract him with a coin toss here, but I noticed that he's gonna go up and walk on his own. So no need to waste a coin. So while he's sitting on his invisible chair, I'll take him out. Again, the master key, or even for example his disguise here, is not that useful. There's a challenge to use his disguise and everything. Obviously we're not going to use it because we're going for a suits only run. Master key is a little bit useful though, since we didn't actually bring the lockpick on this one. The real reason we actually went up here is because this is the path into the school. Without any disguise we can't walk in through the front door, so we're gonna have to sneak in. This is more classic stealth. Here, it's time to stay hidden. There's a lot of soldiers walking around, they all have guns, and they would very much like to shoot me. But 47's a professional.
There. So much for breaking and entering. You're in. Good work, 47. Now to locate General Zidan.
That one's just for styling, really. Could have easily taken him out. Gets a little bit trickier here, but mostly you just have to wait. Guy in the other room will keep an eye out. He will even look out that window, so gotta be careful. And the little hole in this rundown school will be a good lookout position for him, so patience, patience. Much better.
Seriously though, do you believe for a second that Zidan is masterminding this coup by
Now
himself?
what's this?
Come on, he doesn't have the smarts. He can strike the fear of God into men and charm the knickers off most women. Zidan is no master. You're not wrong, that's for sure.
There they are.
I tell you, I don't care what anyone says, that Zidan is not all he's cracked up to be. He likes to pretend that he's solid or something, but he's just a guy with a shiny uniform and an ego to match. You said it. You said it good.
Zidan is probably not very happy about that, so he's gonna go check out where that sound is coming from. Best stay hidden.
Flying colors and all.
We have an opportunity here to take him out while he's preoccupied, but
That is General Reza Zidan, Keeper of the Peace.
I have a better idea.
What?
The, intercom, it's, on.
Oh God, you don't think?
I don't know. We're kinda using your
Dogs are going to regret this.
Me? What about you? You were saying a bunch of nasty shit.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
You can take him out here without much problem. You just need to make sure that the guard in the corridor isn't actually walking.
Shush already. He's a busy man. Chances are he didn't hear anything. Just be cool. Be cool.
Right. Yeah, you're right. No harm done. No harm done.
Yeah, no harm done.
Are you completely out of your minds? You think you can just disrespect your superiors without consequences? Shame on you. I should have you both court-martialed. Now get back to your posts.
Sir, we...
Not one word. I'll deal with you later.
Oh, nice job.
I'll deal with you now.
Set.
Target down. Move on to Klaus Strandberg.
Luckily, accident kills are fine for Silent Assassin. They can find the body and everything as long as it looks like an accident. I generally will be keeping the editing a little bit less in the Silent Assassin run, because a lot of it is showing exactly how I move around. But I will be cutting out backtracking and a lot of standing around waiting. So 1 down, 1 to go. Again, not really relying on opportunities or disguises or anything right now. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. It's a busy bazaar.
Hey, stay safe.
You too, man. And here are the riots. In front of the Swedish consulate.
Reading, sir?
7 billion! 7 billion, my friends! That is how much this psycho fan from affluent Scandinavia has pilfered.
Is giving Swedes a bad name?
I gotta be honest with you, that is the worst parking job I've ever seen. How did you even build up the speed to...
I don't know. It's all a bit of a blur.
Let's split before anyone sees this. Just tell my father-in-law the protesters did.
Klaus Hugo Strandberg is not the guy we want to be in the press. Let's get rid of him.
You made it. Most impressive, 47. Now to locate Klaus Strandberg.
But actually getting inside is kinda tough. First of all, though, we will need the key card. Luckily there's one right here. For a while I tried to throw a crowbar or a wrench or something, but
Let's not take any chances. Go check it out.
the aim kept knocking on to his head, and that wasn't the idea. We just wanted to distract. So now we have the key card. Next step is to actually make us to where we need to use it, and there's a lot of soldiers around here. Luckily there's also a fair amount of things to hide behind.
What's the situation on street level? Chanting, flag waving, chest beating.
Thankfully the trusted coin serves as well.
Saw that. Go check it out.
Permanent.
We only have one left now. The beauty of picking up just random things is that you can throw them as well, but nothing seems to quite make the right amount of noise and distraction level as the coin. I've heard people complain about the coin, thinking it's kind of useless, but I love them. I think they're fantastic for distraction purposes. Alright, we made it to the elevator.
In case Strandberg's breakout wasn't enough to drive public outrage, he figured leaving some hats on the ground would do the trick.
It's real coy like us. You guys murdered 6 policemen. I don't recall that being part of the contract.
What? You didn't read page 2?
Not yet. Just so you know, when the siege is over, I'm getting a transfer. I hope you and your jet squad are very happy.
Glad to see some of them have morals. Of course, by elevator, I mean stairs. Same thing, really. Yeah, they are. Shut up.
So, do we have an understanding?
Yeah, sure, of course. I just don't see the need for all the secrecy.
And you don't have to. Orders are orders. Look, trust me, you don't want us in the building. We don't exactly inspire a sense of tranquility. And I can't have your men slouching around downstairs. So you just hold the fort, up here, and my guys will take care of the rest, yeah?
Yeah, right. Take care of the rest.
My guys don't slouch.
Generally, once we're in here, this is no longer considered a hostile area, so not everyone will, you know, be suspicious. However, the security guards will, so they have to go. Standby is walking around this upper floor quite a bit, up and down a little bit, but right now we pretty much just need to wait for him to get into position. It's right over there, and he'll eventually make his way over here. Now, I don't know exactly how embassies and consulates works, but in the interview with Klaus Strandberg, he seems almost proud of having done what he did and now he got away with it.
Oh, the interview is long overdue. But I guess Pam Kingsley can't
But as we all
afford to
know,
keep people waiting.
pride comes before the fall.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
Dispatch, I've got one of you.
With General Zidan and Klaus Hugo Strandberg taken out silently without attracting any sort of attention, all we have to do now is leave without being seen.
A terrible accident just occurred.
Which is pretty straightforward. You just take the same path you took that you went in. Avoid the guards, stay at the edges of the garage, and you're good to go. And once we're out of here, we're good to go. No suspicions whatsoever, we just need to make our way to an exit.
How you doing?
Took a while to figure out the best route for this, but I'm quite happy with the results. Now that we've gotten this out of the way, so to speak, it's time to start enjoying all the other options Marrakesh offers to you. There's a lot of disguises, a lot of cool ways to kill them, and I'm looking forward to showing them off. So far, I've quite enjoyed Marrakesh. It hasn't been as good as Sapienza because that was just brilliant. But overall, it's been really interesting to see the change of pace and change of scenery and the different sort of locales you move in as you try to find your targets. We've got a bit left to go and a couple of more cool things to show. So stay tuned and we're going to get to see some more Hitman. And until then, goodbye.
Compromised? But I don't understand. There is no sign of forced entry, no alarms, nothing.
One of my people has gone missing in Johannesburg. A key bearer.
I wish I'd been informed. Still, the system demands 2 keys, and the rest are all accounted for.
Except for your late predecessors.
Comp? But his plane went down over the Pacific. It was an accident.
Such was the conclusion at the time. Yes. People die, Mr. Fannin. Happens all the time, even to us. It seems like a conspiracy. Probably isn't. And yet, the failed coup in Morocco, the ether virus. Someone knows about us. There was a pattern and I failed to see it. Providence is under attack.
How much was there?
Money? Not money, Mr. Fannin. Information on all of our assets and operatives. Like you. Dig a trench, Director. And make it a deep one. Because none of you are safe anymore.